Yeah. Hey, this shit ain't no song, man. This shit like real life, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, y'all in trouble now. Yeah. Spirits in this motherfucker. Yeah. We ain't taking none of that. Yeah, dog. God ain't taking none of that. Yeah, okay. I know the feeling is right when you mostly gone. And since it's new, don't like how you feeling at home. We got a new insight that we just keeping on. The government don't like when we be speaking on.
When people say they so far, but they travel to go for. When people say they so far,
yeah,
they travel to, yeah.
Hey, shadow being Cito is cool, I came from the womb. When I leave, bet these niggas gon' pay for the tomb. Bet these niggas gon' pay for it soon, I promise. Kill our people with vaccines and killing knowledge. Angles and degrees I got without the college. All through astrology, look up. Don't follow me and don't point to a book to show me my anthropology. And using big words without the etymology. We just spirits and body, be it don't really go no further. And what your mama tell you black or you white or you African, that's unheard of. You call your spirit something it's not and scream murder. You know better, you do better. You acted immature. You want to shoot the messenger because he ain't a Berber. If this was Jesus' time, I'm pretty sure you would've been first to throw the stones to people that look like you, that came from broken homes for sure. I know the feeling is right when you mostly gone. And since it's new, don't like how you feeling at home. We got a new insight that we just keeping on. The government don't like when we be speaking on.
When people say they so far, but they travel to go for. When people say they so far, but they travel to, yeah.
They want to use me as an example like Tupac and elevate my people on the plane to get the flu shot. Limited hangouts is where I don't hang out. We talking eternal, I'm bringing them things out. Hidden in plain sight, y'all think I'm playing right? Till you find these motherfuckers ain't really playing right. This shit is playing out ever since Boy Meets World. I've been on a mission to destroy these worlds. The revolution is Instagram. Please give a like and a share if you give a damn. They be trying to stop my flow like a river dam. Niggas been building from the ground like Bam Bam. And I'm a Aquarius just like Killer Cam. Pink meat, raw my animalistic nature's like fashion. First house stallion, Mr. Passion. The Cito world, can we imagine? I know the feeling is right when you mostly gone. And since it's new, don't like how you feeling at home. We got a new insight that we just keeping on. The government don't like when we be speaking on.
When people say they so far, but they travel to go for. When people say they so far, but they travel to, yeah.
Well, I be God day. Let me go ahead and see if we got this microphone hooked up. Sounding good. It sounds good. It looks good. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Zeus guys. What's good? What's good, everybody? You know, what? Wait, what? All right, stop that. Yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? Time out. It's Cito, the spirit coach. And I am doing nothing other than getting you a shade for the age of Aquarius yet again. So, you know, the age of Aquarius, like the the age of information, you know what I'm saying? The age of ideas, the age of individuality, the age of change, you know, everything that got to do with being, you know, in some type of Aquarius nature, you know, which is just, you know, fixated in your ability to fixate on your own way of thinking and communicate, you know what I'm saying? So that way, you know, you can make sure that whatever idea you present and stuff, you know, is sharp enough to test out a different idea. You know what I'm saying? Like steel sharpens steel and then, you know what I'm saying? And if you got the stronger thought, then, you know, in your realm of reality, you know, that's where you may benefit. Because, you know what I'm saying, you can bring very new ideas into the world. But just to have very new ideas, you know, something has to be rebelled against and changed against. So, you know, that's kind of like the age of Aquarius in a nutshell. But, you know, it manifests from the spiritual all the way down to things, you know what I'm saying, we do, you know, all the way down here to physically down here, you know, where we create profiles, you know, online and things and let people choose, you know, or that represent our natures, and whatever profile you create online and stuff like that, that can represent your association and how you associate with others, and that thought and that group of ideas that you compile as information can be shared for everyone and stuff. So it's big things when we get into this nature of the Aquarius age, and we were in the age of Pisces, where it was all about dreams, imaginations, and follow your dreams. That was the follow your dreams age, age of Pisces. So that dream, based upon the dream that everybody had, was kind of constructed into or constructed for everybody to be elated about, to kind of live, which would be one of the things dealing with the shadow people and what they run, which is business, entertainment, religion, education, and politics. So that's their 5-pillar system. And so we have ones where like in Kanye West's nature, what I'm saying, he was in the entertainment. That's what he kind of got taught up to live and to live out, what I'm saying, to actually feel some type of successful into the world of that nature. What I'm saying? But as you can see, what I'm saying, based upon entertainer after entertainer getting especially the ones in African community, whatever y'all call yourself, whatever that is, in y'all communities, y'all entertainers always get ridiculed and stuff like that. So, essentially, and the only ones that benefit is the people that actually run them types of sectors in the situations where when you die and stuff like that, it don't matter because they family and them connected to the funeral home, to how the taxes get paid, to all shit. You know what I'm saying? So your little situation that you did where you thought you was Michael Jackson and stuff like that, shout out to Michael Jackson because he tried to own this shit too. But you connected in that way, what I'm saying? Whereas you just kind of puppet food to be put on the stage and blown up in some type of way, and they can kind of just suck your energy, drive on your masters and shit like that, whatever. And you just kind of got to shut up because you didn't create the situations and stuff like that, nor did you create the structure that the world is running this from. So that's when it gets tricky, what I'm saying? And you end up in a situation like Mr. Ye himself, Kanye West, what I'm saying, where, the Jewish theology and stuff like that. And we're going to get to that in this video. We're going to do a thorough breakdown because this is what all them Illuminati pages should be doing and stuff like that. How y'all got 1 million subscribers and y'all still tweeting about JFK, what I'm saying, getting shot. And we got like Kanye West out here, what I'm saying, with his bubble head, double Gemini head, what I'm saying, his neither coming or going energy. We got him out here actually in the fight, which y'all talking about, and y'all ain't even covering this goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? So that let me know there's something wrong like that. Y'all just trying to get money off of just fear tactics, because why is y'all still tweeting about, JFK and aliens? No, let's do something. Okay, we know about all the conspiracies, but let's pick something that's like actually realistic right now that we could kind of point to and see like what is the Illuminati and these things and stuff like that. And I feel like Kanye West is kind of making a good example of what that is, what I'm saying? So we gonna play his shit too, but this is just basically an introduction, in Ceito's clubhouse right now. So, I'm about to go get my blanket and stuff like that, get blanketied up and stuff, stuff, because there's like movie night, little movie night situation going on, what I'm saying? We're going to hop into like Jewish. First, we're going to understand the context and where Mr. Ye is coming from, what I'm saying? So we're going to play his video. We're going to chop it up about that. Then we're going to get into some context of the video, what I'm saying? What he was talking about. and then a little bit and wrap it up with the things that you kind of need to know going over the course of, this time and situation of, understanding, why a billionaire is, is running up and saying, fuck money, you know what I'm saying? And fuck having money. And I die for this shit. And he's one of the most revered celebrities in the world, especially with his, his wife, Kim Kardashian, his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. So, we gotta kind of get to the meat of things, like, especially in our community, if there's somebody that, there's some man with a mustache out here doing the fight and things, you know what I'm saying? It's time to cover that. And it ain't even about our community. You know what I'm saying? If this is something that you into in general, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always been into occult and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And which is just hidden sciences and knowing about the mind. You know what I'm saying? That led to like stuff. They started promoting that Illuminati stuff they're promoting that, that trash. They started promoting that and making us think that it was stuff going behind the scenes and stuff like that. But it was for the containment, so we gotta understand what's going on. But we're gonna start with Mr. Ye. We're gonna start with Mr. Ye and make sure we on par. So let's start. What we gonna share first? We gonna share the context of this, and I'm gonna just run through it with y'all. So we gonna share this. Share the screen. Share the screen. Boom. We're gonna start with this rant. You know what I'm saying? The rant. Let's see what he's talking about. Let's see what Mr. Ye is talking about. Okay. Shout out to everybody that came in here too. All right.
Fucked up my city. Your brother turned Obama, hair white, Rahm Emanuel. Y'all don't do y'all facts. All y'all want to talk about entertainment. Let me tell you, anybody ever talk to my red how y'all put me in a fucking hospital? Fucking Chinese water torture. Oh, yeah. Million questions. Everybody around me tell me I can't wear it. Nigga, you can't tell me the color of my hat. Y'all can't tell me shit, nigga. No, none of y'all motherfuckers here with no Instagram, nobody living, nobody at, and I don't want to hear shit from none of these Jewish niggas talking about, oh, he's in an episode. Harley Pastor, they follow me to the fucking hotel. The nigga killed Aaron Carter, and now they. All
right, so that's important. That's important for y'all to remember. That's important for y'all to remember. He just told y'all that somebody was following him to the hotel. Now, this is a person that ain't really this is a person that brought him up before. I mean, that he's brought up before. So y'all just heard him say a nigga followed him to a hotel, but just keep on. And his name is Harley Pastor. So keep that going.
Acting like they won't care. Play a Backstreet Boy sample. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Harley Pastor that pusher.
Yeah. Okay. So he's associated with Pusha T. This Harley Pasternak dude. This is the person that also we're gonna get into the video. That is pretty much the one that stalked him to the hotel or whatever.
Your trainer, Harley Pasternak,
Jay-Z. So he calling out Jay-Z.
You know what I'm saying? And then niggas be hanging around these niggas just for the money or some Mike Rubin shit. Slap the shit out of Mike Rubin. I see that.
So niggas be hanging around him for the money. We gonna get
fuck these niggas, bro. Fuck these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my Farrakhan Don shit right now, bro. Because guess what? These Yeezys gonna sell. They sabotage the show today. They sabotage the Instagram. They cut off the fucking Adidas contract. They did all the shit. Then they want to go get light skin Ye. You gotta understand? That's Jerry. His real name is Light Skin Ye, bro. Dead ass told me that was his name. It's Light Skin Ye. They want the light skin version. They want a George Floyd. They want a Virgil. They don't let me speak at the funeral. I saw 2, 3, 4, 5 white people not let me speak in front of them. None of y'all niggas and Drake. Hold up, Drake. What I'm talking, baby. Drake, I love you. I'm gonna get the tattoo. But any of y'all niggas, Trav, Drake, whoever, y'all gotta show up. And don't tell me I'm talking crazy. That nigga, I motherfucking Pharrell and me. Hey, come on. Me, Pharrell, we broke down this door. We all in this shit together. We all in this shit together. We all dealing with a lot of. And what I'm telling you, a lot of people have shit to say about my Jewish comments, but ain't nobody in this motherfucking room, and none of y'all entertaining niggas ever said nothing when I was praying to see my kids one of the last days. What's my nigga that got fucking locked up for the Make Style shit?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so Tory Lanez called me. We were saying prayers. We were saying prayers on the phone together, and I prayed that day. And y'all saw that shit. And y'all saw when I couldn't see my kids. When I couldn't see Chicago too. All y'all niggas on Instagram got some shit to say. Y'all niggas saw that shit. Don't tell me about my fucking political opinion. I made more money to show you that money ain't nothing. It's our money, nigga. It's our country, nigga. It's I stole it from us. It's pyramids, nigga. It's pyramids in St. Louis, nigga, Missouri. They stole it. All the shit. America just the latest bitch.
So Kanye indeed is the nigga that be tapped into the knowledge of what people are saying or whatever, and I feel like whatever makes sense for him, he gonna use that.
They've been ran through so many times. The Greeks hit her, Mansa Musa hit her, we had her, the Indians and shit. The motherfucking pilgrims. It's the Jewish niggas. They dress the same, nigga. It's the same shit. That's the story. They put us in the school. The Rothschilds. I know Jay-Z back here like, oh, this nigga go down now. I've been here for a year, my nigga.
Okay. So we kind of get the gist. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go back to that. So basically, as we can see, you know what I'm saying, fam is bugging out, not necessarily bugging out in the sense of like what, you know, people will want me to paint it as okay, he having an episode, but you know what I'm saying, this is somebody that's expressing himself, you know what I'm saying, and I've heard, you know, on and off camera that, you know, he actually pushes shit. It's just his ego getting in the way, trauma. Right. So, you know, he bugging out or whatever, you know, but he's bugging out in a sense of, you know, motherfucking what he's been through and stuff like that, and only knowing how to express it through certain filters. You know what I'm saying? So he only know how to express it through certain filters based upon whatever he kind of lost in or whatever. But, you know, he like the homie that kind of tuned in to what people saying and whatever that they, you know what I'm saying, whatever, however he feeling in the industry, you know what I'm saying, where people, he probably don't have no type of self-identity or whatever. You know, this is him trying to, you know, identify with something that kind of more so is in tune with his spiritual system and stuff. But a lot of times based upon, you know what I'm saying, what the narratives that are kind of pushed out for Black people to parade, which is all politics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time these niggas, that these people, what he's talking about, the Jewish and stuff like that, they created and things, because a lot of these things that are sanctioned are on these platforms, you know what I'm saying, by them, you know, for us, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it's easier to kind of cling to general consensus when that is, you know what I'm saying? Now Kanye, he just kind of flunked out, so he just cling to general consensus and things. But you know what I'm saying, the thing that kind of saved him is, you know, the shit, his that flunked out Pisces moon, the ability to dream and the ability to kind of be aware of, you know, delusions and imaginations, because, you know, he think he got the best delusion or imagination. So that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it actually works in a sense, you know, of what is going on, you know, so that's that. But so we gonna keep going, but as you can see, you know, and as we didn't heard on and off camera, this has been him. This ain't nothing new. So if you coming around, this is you getting what you getting all the time. So, you know what I'm saying, based upon just him communicating and some shit like that, this is some shit that, you know, it seems like whatever he kind of got to say, whatever, it's just some shit that he already been saying behind closed doors, and now it's cameras. And I'm pretty sure that's kind of accurate based upon, you know, the situations that we did see online as far as with the texts and stuff like that. So it comes off as a pretty thorough situation and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, or pretty thorough experience. And, you know, so now that gets into what he's saying now. You know what I'm saying? The guy that he brought up, you know what I'm saying, who is Harley Pasternak. You know, this is the shit that's going on because this is kind of the shit. It's another as the world turn as story and things, but we don't kind of get into like why the whole industry is in shambles in general and why, you know what I'm saying, they are kind of worried about the internet and just more freedom of speech things, what they trying to do in politics and how they trying to transform that into some y'all gotta be like some Trump supporters and things. But Kanye has kind of got that double-edged sword where he kind of being like, you know, man, no, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just, you know, fuck Trump too. You know what I'm saying? Unless he doing some shit for Larry Hoover or some shit like that. But let's hear a little bit.
You can't fucking touch me. Why? Because God covered me. He covered me. And guess what, Trump? We ain't giving you support unless you get Larry out. Unless you get Jeff out. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas, y'all politicians, think y'all gonna just get our shit for free. Oh, all of a sudden, nigga, because you got a mugshot, you with us now? No, nigga. No, what you gonna do for us? What they gonna do for us? Y'all niggas done voted Democrat all these motherfucking times. These y'all niggas showing up with the LB show. These niggas is colonizers, nigga. The French own 80% of the banks in Africa, nigga.
Like, these are facts.
That's why I just met with MBS, nigga, head of Saudi. Nigga, we don't have to bow to this shit, nigga. Okay, it's 60 million of us in America, 60 million Jews in the world. 50% of our deaths is abortion. 25% of us go to prison. Raise one hand if you don't know one nigga in prison, one nigga got locked up, and one nigga poor. Raise your hand if you don't know one person got abortion. Now I tell you, if it was in a Jewish mother on Friday with no fucking, everybody raised their hands. So wait a second. Wait a second. Who make the hospitals though? Who got the hospitals? He's a Zionist, nigga. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
So we're gonna get it more into why he pointing out the Jews. He probably don't even like. With Kanye, it's kind of weird because, like, you know, he is pointing out the Jews, but he kind of lost a little bit. I'm gonna just keep it up. But shout out to Kanye.
Jesus Christ, Hitler, yay! Third party, sponsor that, nigga. Yeah. Bring the sponsorships to that.
So, yeah.
Because there's gonna be some niggas that feel exactly like me. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck about life or death. I get visitation with my kids. I don't say so. Niggas just walking around like, look at that soccer players. They don't even fucking know. They don't even know the dad, the kid. They see me come play one.
They cold. They going to work on his ass too, low key. The Jews are going to work on your ass, Kanye. Ooh wee. They going to work on your ass, boy. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, nobody.
But he trying though. He trying.
They'll film me, but they trying to program him. The head of Louis Vuitton, Bernard Arnault, fuck you. Alexander Arnault, fuck you. Francois Pinot, fuck you. Demna, fuck you. Fuck Balenciaga. Fuck Cedric from Balenciaga. Fuck Gap and fuck Adidas. Nigga. All you niggas is like fucking still wearing Adidas. Nigga, don't say me shit. Nigga, I'm by myself in this motherfucking room, nigga. Everybody shut the fuck up. Hey, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something right now. Just the fact that you ain't listening to me. Ain't none of y'all niggas with me.
Hey, he dead ass.
I'm by my fucking self, cause ain't none of y'all niggas stand up for me. Ain't nobody stop. And shut up. Be quiet so you get X out. Like, so I'm saying this. Nobody with me. Everybody here, half the motherfuckers on a check. Half the motherfuckers just here like, ha, laughing at jokes, laughing at the raps and shit. Then I made these beats in my mama's basement. I drew these motherfucking shoes since I was in 7th grade. Nigga, because when I asked niggas step up, not one nigga stepped up. Not one nigga stepped up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. None of the famous niggas, Math Carter sold me out. You know what I'm saying? Nobody fucking said y'all saw me and see my kids. All y'all rich niggas got y'all kids in that Zionist school. Fuck Sierra Canyon.
He dealing with that Jewish witchcraft.
My daughter ripped up the motherfucking couches in the house to be able to be with me right now. Y'all don't know what's going on, for real. Why y'all TikToking and all that shit. Y'all put up with all that shit. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm in Vegas. Like Pop My daughter had the Tupac fucking t-shirt. So I'm saying, witness this shit. Visit this shit. But I don't believe in nobody but me, nigga. I don't y'all don't gotta say we with you. You're not with me. No one's with me.
Yeah, man. So look.
Because no one's really with me. It's just me.
He getting witchcraft.
And God, that's what I'm saying. And I'm still alive. Let's go.
And he.
I'm still alive. You ain't post. When I text my kids, y'all ain't post. Y'all ain't stop the Adidas shit. Y'all niggas let Adidas crash the richest nigga of all time. Adidas was begging. Wait a second. I put up one tweet. And then Ari Emanuel put, oh, we got to drop this nigga. And all niggas just watch. The only nigga that had the Trump hat. The only nigga that went and got the billions. The only nigga that's breaking through all kinds of ideas in fashion. I've been called a faggot so many times for tight jeans. You know what I'm saying? I got niggas from Chicago that I take care of that still trying to sell me. So I say I can't go to motherfucking GD. Nigga, I'm in way bigger folks to you, nigga. You niggas don't take care of me, nigga. What's that time? Who you think? No, hold on. Who you think the old man called? You. We'll put.
I love you, but
issue was, and his response was to me, if you keep up this anti-Semitic rhetoric, then you won't see your kids.
Okay, so that's important. So this is the thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Essentially, whatever, you know, he in the building. So he is dealing with the situation of interacting and conjoining forces with the powers that be, how they like their business ran and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying? We got some things to wrap up to prove that that's the claim and the case and whatever, and people is after him. So the video is titled Kanye West Stalked by Jewish CIA Trainer Zeuscast. So apparently this nigga let me go to that video where a couple weeks ago, I think Kanye posted a clip of the dude in a hotel pretty much following him. You know what I'm saying? Now, essentially, you know what I'm saying? Really, this is just basically a psyop. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole psyop on, you know, what him and he trying to stand for in his situation. So y'all need to kind of know like what Jewish is and why they go hard anytime you start talking that anti-Semitic shit, because this is kind of like how it's set up, and then how the business is ran itself, you know what I'm saying, is in this context and in this nature. You know what I'm saying? To, you know, essentially bring people to the forefront of the context of what Jewish is. So we gotta break down what the fuck Jewish is. That's what the fuck we have to do. So let me show y'all. You know what I'm saying? And why he keep bringing up Jewish people, and why it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, why is it a thing? So we're gonna start there. We're gonna start there. All right. So let me go ahead and play this. So just for the average individual, so y'all can kind of know where they mind be at, what they be talking about, etc.
Hi, my name is
So then you will be in the context of why do Kanye West keep coming at Jews, and what is a Jew?
Moshe Zelman. I'm a teacher at Aish Torah in Jerusalem. Imagine you're sitting on the train, you're sitting on the subway, talking on your phone to a friend about plans for Rosh Hashanah, Passover. You hang up the phone, and the guy beside you says, "Did you say something about Passover? Are you like Jewish or something?" And you feel a little weird, and you say, "Yeah, I'm Jewish." So the person says, "You know, I've always wondered, what exactly are you guys? What does it mean to be Jewish? Is it like a club or something? Like, who are you guys? What do you guys do? What does it mean to be Jewish?" So here you have 3 minutes to talk to this person about what being Jewish is. So you say, it's a religion. You know, there's Jews, there's Christians, there's Buddhists, there's Muslims. I'm Jewish. So the man says to you, "Oh, you're religious?" So you say, "Well, no, I'm actually not religious at all, but I'm Jewish anyway." And he kind of looks at you and says, "Oh, so it's a religious thing, but you don't have to be religious to be part of it?" Then that doesn't really make any sense, because Christians believe in Jesus, right? And Buddhists believe in Buddha. But being Jewish, you don't have to believe anything and you're still Jewish, then you're not a religion. So you take a second attempt and you say, well, you're right. You know what it really is? I'm Jewish not because of what I believe in. I'm Jewish because we're like a nation. We're a nation. All Jews are part of this thing called the Jewish people. So he says to you, oh, where does the nation live? In Israel? So you say, yeah, well, but I don't really live in Israel. And he says, what language do you guys speak? Hebrew? You say, yeah, but I don't really speak Hebrew. You say, well, how do Jews dress? And what's your culture? And what's your history? And you say, well, the truth is, we live in lots of countries. We speak lots of languages. We dress in lots of different ways. We eat lots of different foods. We have lots of different histories. There's Ethiopian Jews, and Yemenite Jews, and Sephardic Jews, and Ashkenazi Jews. And we live all over the place. So he looks at you and says, then you're not really a nation either. Because French people live in France and they speak French, and Italian people live in Italy and they speak Italian. So you're not really a nation. So what makes you Jewish? What ties all Jews together? So you take a third attempt and you say, you know what it is? We're all Jewish because we come from our Jewish parents. It's like, you're right, it's not a religion. It's not a nationhood. It's like a race. We're all part of the same race. We're ethnically Jews. So this non-Jew says to you, well, I did hear there's a thing called converts. You don't have to be born Jewish to become Jewish. So you can't be a race either. Because there's Chinese people who are Chinese because their parents are Chinese. But being Jewish has nothing to do with that, because you can be Jewish just because you chose to be Jewish. That's not a race. So you're not really a religion, and you're not really a nation, you're not really a race. So what the heck are you? And if you think about it, you gather a group of Jews into a room, look at any Jewish gathering, and you say, what's the one thing that ties us all together? Where no matter what we live and what language we speak and what religion we follow and whatever we practice, whatever we believe, wherever we come from, whatever our ancestry is, converts, non-converts, what binds us together? What makes us Jews? It's so unusual. So this question bothered me for years until I finally found an answer. Rabbi Yadin Steinsaltz, in one of his books, writes that the Jewish people are called one thing consistently in the entire Torah. We're called B'nai Yisrael, the children of Israel. So when I read that, I thought about it. What does it mean that we're all the children of Israel? Who's Israel? Well, if you look biblically, Israel is this fellow named Jacob. His name got changed to Israel, but really, we're called the children of Jacob. The children of Israel is the children of Jacob. We're all
right, stop.
Jake's
Stop,
kids.
stop,
Every Jew you meet in the world is just another one of Jake.
Stop. Boom. Boom. So now you know what a Jew is. You know what I'm saying? So you just heard it from his mouth. Okay. But he psyoped y'all and stuff like that because he kind of rocked to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know Jewish theology. You know what I'm saying? So it's like either they putting people up here to psyop y'all, or you know what I'm saying, y'all not really well versed in Jewish theology, like them type of Jews. So them Jews is kind of like used as a character of the fashion of Jews, when he just told you Jews ain't no nationality, Jews ain't nothing. So this is like they little secret little witchcraft and stuff like that they kind of utilize to exist or whatever. But hold on, let me get my ass back up here and stuff like that. So you just heard this man. Okay, so you know, now let's get into what the actual 12 tribes of Israel, the Israel is. Now, Israel in the Bible ain't nothing but another word for the moon is Isis. That's in all the way back to motherfucking times, Babylonian times and stuff like that. And the sun is Ra and shit like that. That's all this Egyptian stuff that, like, they didn't, you know what I'm saying? They took from Egyptian and put into their scripture. And El is just the knowing the knowledge of those both, which is basically tracking tribes, and which is basically tracking time and stuff like that. And so this is astrology, basically. So let me show y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because you got the 12 tribes of Israel, right? You know, boom. You know what I'm saying? Now you can get into, it's Jacob and shit like that, but that's why we be saying that, like, a lot of times, a lot of this shit in the Bible, it ain't even really like no motherfucking it ain't really like no motherfucking way that hold on, my son calling me. So, you know, I just like to take the spookism out of everything and real shit. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to say fucking Kanye or care about this nigga and shit like that. But, you know, this is shit that we be talking about, you know what I'm saying? And bridging the things where, you hear us say terms like shadow government, or, you know what I'm saying? Or you hear us say terms like witchcraft, and you hear us say terms like Jewish theology, and you hear us say, you know what I'm saying, different things like that, and when you can see, an example of how some of this shit will play out and stuff like that, saying for someone else, that you can kind of maybe sense is kind of going through some type of circumstance where they kind of, in some need to, express some type of rebellious energy and shit like that. And that person, you know what I'm saying, you can kind of get a circumstance of what that person may be. You can kind of get analysis of what that person may be dealing with. And then you can kind of put two and two together and kind of make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, we just kind of want to receive the information, you know what I'm saying, and understand, because essentially if you want to do anything in real life, in real business, you know what I'm saying, if you want to go far, then you got to kind of play into those situations, you know what I'm saying? And so, far as like, if you want to become an entertainer, you know what I'm saying, you might have to get a trainer like Harley Patterning, you might have to, shake certain hands and deal with things like Kanye West, you know what I'm saying, but feel like you're not getting the benefit of it because you're just a person within the system, and you being utilized for the system. Even at the highest heights, you realize, okay, this is just something to keep me complacent, not really for nothing for me to be progressive about. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what, the space that I pick up that he, it's playing out in. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's worth looking into. So, but yeah, so when you come to like Israel, so you got this Jew, you know what I'm saying? The Jews with the hats and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? They just like, them are the Jews that are the public Jews, like, you know what I'm saying? But when Jewish just mean philosopher of the unknown, you know what I'm saying? And what their concept is Isis, Ra, and El is the tracking of the moon, the sun, and knowing the motherfucking transitions of those, which would be the 12 tribes and stuff like that, or the 12 zodiac signs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they say when they say they the sons of Jacob. They're not talking about people. Every context of a name in the Bible, whether it's a man name, it's a thought, and if it's a female name, it's a feeling. You know what I'm saying? So the sons of Israel kind of created this tribe, and this is kind of how their tribes, and this is kind of how they fashion government, utilizing these things and tracking it with astrology, where they kind of create disciplines. But we gonna keep hearing, we gonna keep listening to Buddy and stuff like that, so y'all can soak up game a little bit more. Yeah, we're gonna keep playing this real quick.
Takes kids. So when you realize,
so this all lead back to religion in some way. He finna listen to what he finna tell y'all.
That for every Jew you ever bump into, you're bumping into another one of Jake's kids.
Boom, you bumping into one of these people that's playing out some of these characteristics of the 12 tribes of Israel, Jacob. So y'all all Jews, low key. That's what they all trying to say, that type shit.
What does that define us all as? It defines us as a family. Being Jewish is you're part of this special thing called the Jewish family. How do we understand converts? A convert is somebody who got adopted into the family.
So the moment you start doing shit in the Jewish way, you motherfucker, that's your world. That's a worldview that was created. So when you get up, you know what I'm saying, you go to work, you know what I'm saying, you read the Bible, you pray to that God, you pray. That is Jewish. Uh, a Jewish person fashioned that behavior. You know what I'm saying? So this is like, yeah, this is esoteric shit. This is getting to the esoteric realm right now.
And when you
to break it down for like y'all can understand where the war at, and y'all understand how this shit happened.
adopt somebody new into your family, they're part of your family just like everybody else. They take on your name. They sit at the
So this is why Kanye saying I'm black, but I can be Jewish, because they not claiming their race. They're not claiming they're not claiming their race. They're not claiming you know what I'm saying. So people trying to be distinct on what they is and stuff. Because y'all blacks talking about y'all the real Jewish people and stuff like that, and it's not even a people. You know, he gonna tell you it's a people, but he just said it ain't a people. So
dinner table with you, you treat them like all your other kids.
It's witchcraft.
Your family is your family. When I discovered this idea, I was sitting in a bookstore. I started walking down the stairs of the old city to the Kotel because I was going to go and pray. And I looked around me at all of these Jews, secular Israeli soldiers, Hasidim, American tourists, Ethiopian Jews, people arguing with each other in a very Israeli way. I looked around me and I said, wow, you know what Jews really are? We're like the world's biggest, most dysfunctional family. That's who we really are.
Y'all just ran under a Jewish concept.
And yet somehow we stick together. Somehow we know we're all in the same boat. And somehow we know whether you're a practicer of Judaism or you're not, whether you're observant or you're not, whether you're living in Israel, you're not living in Israel, you speak the language, you know the customs, you follow the holidays or you don't. Jews are Jews. And if we know that we're a family, that's the glue.
All right. So yeah, whatever. So you didn't heard the Jewish man tell you it's some nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, either he ain't even really done his homework, you know what I'm saying? So he in like the lower level situation of understanding what they meant by Jewish and things. So it's the philosopher of the unknown and stuff like that, you know. So, but everybody is kind of a distraction in some way, you know. But this is why, you know, on a level you have them type of Jews, but you also have Jews in entertainment that run business and stuff like that. That is like mega successful, that don't be wearing little round caps and stuff like that. And they'll come to you the moment you get popping in your hood, as long as you promote this business, as long as if you be with this situation, as long as you do this situation. So that's when people be like, oh, they own everything in Hollywood, you know, it is what it is. You know, but so essentially, you know, these people fashion government. Now, based upon the situation with Mr. Ye, you know, apparently a video came up where the guy was following him to the hotel, which is the dude he called out in the shit, Harley Pasternak, whatever, the person that actually texted him, you know what I'm saying, some wild shit. We're going to pull that shit up real quick because that shit was wild. That shit was wild. That shit was wild. Boom. So that's why, you know, he running around here scared and stuff like that. Right? So, you know, everybody remember when Kanye got drugged. Well, he went to the hospital back in 2016. Apparently, this is the guy, Harley Pasternak right here, who essentially got him admitted to the hospital or whatever. So right here, it kind of gets a little sticky, you know what I'm saying, with this text message and shit like that Kanye had put out based upon him. Damn. I'm trying to open this image. Yeah, I can just see the image. Can we zoom in on this thing? But this was around the time when his kids got he was on the internet crying and praying and stuff about his kids and stuff and shit like that, and how he didn't get to see them and shit like that. So this message came out right after that type shit. I'm trying to go to it. It's fucking hard to kind of see. Okay, so this is big enough. So this is apparently the dude that followed him. This is Kanye. That this is the video. This is like a steal from the video of him following this nigga to the hotel or whatever. This is them training earlier or whatever. So in a way, and y'all can't even see this shit. Hold on, let me show y'all. Tweet it, because I'm saying this is something that y'all not even on this shit. My bad. Boom. We're gonna share it back up. All right, boom. So this is the nigga right here. This is the nigga right here, folks. This is the nigga right here. This is Jewish dudes and stuff like that right here. This is the Jewish nigga right here. Okay, and this is the text that he sent Kanye. I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving, open conversation, but you don't use cuss words and everything that is discussed based in fact and not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in that tweet. Okay, so this is basically him saying, hey, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Check this out. Check this out, B. This is him basically saying, hey, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Look, check this out. I run shit around here. I'm saying, look, you already know what it was to it. You know what I'm saying? And look, you got to do it the Jewish way. You know, you got to do it the Jewish way. Now, remember, Jewish people worship Son Israel. Israel is based upon fashioning your character and upholding that system of how they business, entertainment, religion, and politics is done based upon them keeping rulership over religion and stuff like that. And to keep rulership, you know what I'm saying, you need people to build for you. You know what I'm saying? And the people that build for you are usually the people that are coming up under your concept. So the moment all of this shit is Jewish Masonic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all of this shit is that. You know, from the motherfucking situations with the motherfucking you know, the anytime you gotta utilize the letters, you know what I'm saying? Like it get deep on how they actually run shit. You know what I'm saying? The allegories of how they look at the sun with Galileo and all of that shit is they shit. Like that's what you gotta kind of know. Like this not some shit, the shit that your kids go learn in school about slavery and shit like that. That's why he brought up the Native Americans. All of that shit is shit that they made up from people, from the shit that appear on the news that is sanctioned by a bunch of Jewish niggas and run by a bunch of Jewish companies. All from the hospital shit, you know what I'm saying? The farms and stuff like Mary go around. Mary had a little farmer, he farm EIEIO from that shit, you know what I'm saying? All of that shit is sanctioned through something to be allowed to have something. You get what I'm saying? So you got to be allowed to have a situation where, you know what I'm saying, you can do business within their world. But if you in their world and you're talking shit and then you feeling like you owning something, you about to change shit, they look at that like, we gave you this opportunity to even do this shit. because this our shit. So that's when you become a problem. You know what I'm saying? You become a problem. Now I ain't saying Ye is a problem. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know yet. You know, so I'm gonna leave it up to the people. I'm unbiased with this topic, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not picking no sides, but this is allegedly, you know what I'm saying, what Kanye West is claiming. You know what I'm saying? He's being stalked by a Jewish trainer. Okay? And we gotta understand what that is. So, you know, essentially we take it back to the 2016 situation where this guy was found to first mention. He was the one that gave the green light to admit this man to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? When he was on that motherfucking stage and it was lit in that bitch and he was doing whatever and he called out Jay-Z or whatever. And stuff, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the reason why, you know, Kanye don't like to shut up, you know what I'm saying? That's why he be talking about emotion and, oh, you know, this is about emotion and feeling and stuff like that. And, you know, I mean, not really, but we'll let him pass and stuff. But, you know, essentially, you know, this is something that he kind of pushing for based upon whatever he say he kind of going through. You know what I'm saying? Now, overall, I think it's really just about, you know, at this point, you know, he's saying it's about his kids and shit like that and whatever, but that ain't really none of the concern for me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Niggas lose their kids to the Jewish system every day. You know what I'm saying? You got to be into some shit, you know what I'm saying, where they can't take your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to kind of set it up. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be crying and stuff like that. Hold on real quick.
Daddy, when is mommy coming?
All right. Yeah, so, you know, so that's the context that they got it in. Now, how he kind of getting used as a psyop is that, like I keep saying, like every time I mention this man, you getting a psyop used as a psyop because you getting used as the anti-Semitic psyop. What kind of Sulata said everything earlier, he think he can stabilize everything by himself. You know what I'm saying? And this is when you getting into some what you just kind of being another version of them, you know what I'm saying, in your own way. And this is why, you know what I'm saying, you would even manifest situations where you and home buddy enter the same room or whatever. So even after this text, you know what I'm saying, with this person, you know, you will see that this dude or whatever done did celebrity training for, like he said, Pusha T, Jay-Z, but a lot of celebrity people. You know what I'm saying? So this is like, you got to think about this in real life. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about this in real life. Like this man, let me show you his we're going to finish this text though. We're going to finish this text though. Because this is some shit. So this is the text that he sent after Kanye made them anti-Semitic comments or whatever. And this is around when he was trying to see his kid or whatever. And his kid was being withheld from him because he wanted to show to his birthday party. He eventually got there. I think Travis Scott gave him the Addy or whatever. But I remember that being some type of news or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But apparently Kanye West posted this specific text on his Instagram that day, you know what I'm saying, to kind of expose this man. And I want to see what a caption is at, but Yeah, but he's basically cry for help. So this is what the dude said. I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but you don't use cuss words. So this is kind of them trying to lure bro Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everything that is discussed is based in fact and not on some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you, whoever Kanye taking advice from, or you saw in a tweet. You know what I'm saying? So all this shit Kanye claiming far as, they the real Jews and stuff like that. This is the shit that dude is confronting him about, telling him, yo, you know what I'm saying? We finna have a real conversation because you kind of out here tweaking and you kind of out here being somebody that is kind of bad for what we got running as a business or as a situation right now within the public. You know what I'm saying? You got a big influence and you're kind of distracting people. You know what I'm saying? So look, check this out. I need you to have a conversation with me. You're not finna curse me out because, you know what I'm saying, cursing me out would mean you still own that. So I need you to kind of show up in some order. You know what I'm saying? Boom. This is basically what dude telling Kanye. And not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in the tweet. Boom. That's that. Now, second option, I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you, okay, and you go back to zombie land forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same. Okay, so that is a threat. You know what I'm saying? So he just threatened to have this man institutionalized. Okay, boom. Now, Kanye West posted this on his Twitter. Good for him. You know what I'm saying? He was able to turn around the narrative of people thinking he just got admitted to the hospital because of him having panic attacks on stage or whatever. No, this guy actually just admitted that he had hand in admitting him to the hospital. And, you know what I'm saying? This is why Kanye is doing the rant now, kind of calling him out on some nigga, you follow me around and I'm on some Michael Jackson shit and I got to speak out because, okay, I'm scared because you niggas own everything or whatever. So that's where it's at. Now, why this dude is scary or whatever, because essentially this is what this nigga is scared of. Okay? I mean, this is what this nigga is scared for. So apparently, and I just looked all this shit up today. No cap. Like, just looked it all up today. Because I'm like, why ain't y'all Illuminati niggas not covering this? You know what I'm saying? Like, all y'all dudes that be talking about, oh, you got to do blood sacrifices and shit like that. Okay, so you got Kanye up here, and that's the nigga that's saying this shit in real time. I think that's kind of like a real Illuminati case worth looking into a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I would rather, you know what I'm saying, do that instead of talking about like things that don't exist no more, like JFK shootings and buildings and stuff like that. Okay, let's kind of look live now. Boom. Okay, so we kind of seeing powers and we kind of going but beyond y'all everyday little shit that y'all be into. And we kind of actually see it in real time. So that's the only reason why I'm fucking doing this. So I don't give a fuck about Kanye. But but like some of this shit is tied into some of this shit that we be talking about, yeah, so right, they need the update. Right. So I feel like Kanye West's little case is worth looking into because of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, apparently this is the nigga in him. So he's been a trainer for him for a while. So this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? When you get into the industry, no, and this is real shit, y'all. No, this is real shit. Like, when you get into the industry, you know what I'm saying? There's levels to this shit. Let me go to there's levels to this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why it's always, you can't bring your homies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Your homies got to get with the program. you know, and the more that they can get with the program, the more that they can become a celebrity. But the more that they don't, this nigga website. So, I'm gonna break down a spiritual context of what this nigga is or whatever too. And it's not really spiritual, but it's just common sense. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be common sense. And y'all gonna understand why he picked his character, why he in a position that he in with Kanye or whatever, etc. So let's just look. You can see the top 4, nigga. This is this nigga's website. So you can see the top 4, nigga, how this nigga going hard. You can see the top 4. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got to even go much more. So one of the things I'm going to show y'all. Boom. Like, look at these. Like, look at these top. This is this nigga's website. You get what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Mac. This nigga. This ugly ass nigga. That ugly ass nigga. She got ass. So this is everybody that. God damn, this nigga got a lot of people. God damn. So one thing, and this is why they scared now. This is why Kanye running scared and shit like that too. They got the little niggas, right? This is why they trying to silence Kanye, right? Because they got these little white kids that like Kanye West, right? And Kanye don't know. It's just a spiritual thing, right? He's like, I'm a real Jew because, essentially he want more ability to do power and have power for who the fuck he want to have power for, whether that's his family, whether that's his ideas or whatever the fuck he got on his mind that he think that he can create, whether that's home systems or whatever. But he sees levels to this shit. But he's seeing also his niggas like Andrew Pasternak that can have a bunch of niggas on a roster, goats, literally. You know what I'm saying? He got goats on the roster, and this nigga, may be more tapped in than Kanye. So it's levels, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even got nothing to do with your status, your money. If you ain't working for them and stuff like that and the agenda, well, you may not be healthy. You get what I'm saying? You may not be healthy. You get what I'm saying? You just may not be healthy. You may wake up one day not healthy. You get what I'm saying? So apparently this nigga admitted folks to the hospital back in 2016 when he had the rent or whatever. So this is why he up here on the Twitter ranting right now about this nigga following him in Dubai because apparently this nigga is scared for his life or whatever, but essentially throwing a fight of why we kind of need to pay attention to what he's claiming and stuff. So essentially, you know what I'm saying, what he's claiming is that he can't see his kids and that the business is ran by a bunch of people that will threaten you if you have your own opinion and stuff like that because they're trying to keep order and shit like that. Now, based upon what the context that Kanye is trying to keep order in is one of their own ways of that they made up. So you can't really fight for him, but he has kind of exposed some things of that, like I said, that may at least be worth looking into. You know what I'm saying? Detective Cito may be worth looking into. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, psyop that nigga up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so this is just the trainer, whatever. So when we get to let's get to some more of this shit, man. Let me show y'all some more of this shit. So this is what they scared of right now. They're not even really scared of this, but but how do you become that many?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I need to charge you. It's 10%.
Okay. You hear? Did you hear that? That was crazy. She recorded a voice message to ask me for the phone charger. It was crazy. So let me go back to the other shit. So this is a psyop. Let me show you. Everything is a fucking psyop. All right, let me stop that one. Then let me share this one. So this is apparently the nigga that
lucky enough to have him as my graduate advisor. And the area of that I was interested in was how drugs and food affect muscular performance. And
when you say drugs, so that like performance enhancing drugs.
So this is an interview online after. This is an interview online after the Kanye got admitted to the hospital. I think you can look it up or something like that. I didn't watch it, but I did watch this little clip. But it's about I think he mentioned Kanye in the shit or whatever because it has Kanye in the title. You just gotta type in his name, which is right here.
So they all kinds of drugs.
Right. Okay.
So working for the military, I wasn't governed by the same laws that the typical person was.
That's a threat. So this is a threat. So this is what Kanye is talking about. So this interview came out after the 2016 rant and shit like that. So this is a threat. So if I was Kanye and I was looking at this, okay, and this nigga is everybody trainer, whatever, he admitted me to the hospital. He sent me this text. He just said he ain't governed by the law and stuff like that. Okay, so that would put somebody in a state of a frenzy of, you know what I'm saying? Okay, somebody, he may got some ties, you know what I'm saying? It may put me into shock where I may shock myself, where even if I'm doing something like just smoking weed, I start developing thoughts and feelings on how somebody did do something to me and admit myself to the hospital or something like that. So a lot of this is like mind games. You know what I'm saying? This is mind games. So it ain't even really about him drugging him or whatever. This is all mind games right here. And this is the Jewish CIA intelligence dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how they play.
Look at the impact of certain drugs that are not everyday things. So we looked at a drug called modafinil, which was for narcoleptics. So if you get,
I'm dead ass, bro. Hold on. Look, we gonna come back to this though. This was the interview. He got the same clothes on. That's the same dude right here, right? And it say Harley Paxson on Kanye West. This was 4 years ago, so this was after 2016. You just heard him in that shit say, you know what I'm saying, he was part of the gut. That was a psychic attack. So this is okay. So now we understand what Kanye is talking about. You know what I'm saying? We understand in the psychic attack. I get it. I get what he's saying.
So if you give,
and then, okay, let's finish up.
A soldier this drug, how long could they stay awake for without having any health detriment?
Apparently, he's saying this nigga killed Aaron Carter too. Shout out to Aaron Carter. I used to have his CD and shit.
Is that used now as one of these brain drugs? I've heard the name before somewhere.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. Modafinil, it will.
So 4 years ago, that was about 2019. You get what I'm saying? Right? Wait, 2023, 2022, 2021. That's about 2020. And shit like that. That's around when Kanye was talking that president shit.
Keep you.
So this was
awake, but it's not a stimulant.
Right.
So if a special forces person,
yeah, they running game.
has to
okay, we get into it now. We get into it now. we get into it. So they running game. So this was a public interview by this dude that is celebrity. Y'all just saw them celebrities he was for. So when you got the health Jewish person, so this is a Jewish health recommender. So he ain't no agent just for the reason why he's in the health industry, because he got connects and ties to all these celebrities. So he can likely call strings within the health pharmaceutical based upon his Jewish connections and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's why Kanye's scared and stuff like that. He's scared that's why he's saying they gonna Michael Jackson him and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He on the internet running crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because he kind of putting two and two together, and he kind of being like, all right, you know what I'm saying? This dude kind of talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he just said he had to pull to the strings. Now, they really can't do nothing to you, but they will psyop your ass into doing something to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And this is why Kanye saying he fighting with taking medication and not taking medication, because he into this little battle right now with the Jewish. I'm trying to find the best words to fit it. He kind of into the battle with the Jewish theology, based upon him going and saying anti-Semitic stuff, but also taking Jesus Christ and kind of as for his own and stuff like that, but not knowing that the Abraham God created Israel for whatever Kanye is praising far as money, you know what I'm saying, situations, circumstances, house, and how to build, you know, based upon them tapping into astrology and the witchcraft and learning how to do that and create societies and stuff like that. Kanye West saying, fuck the Jews, and he the real Jew, you know what I'm saying, based upon him doing that and things, they already kind of know that this type of character ain't the character that is in the space that we was in to even create something like money, where the people that we worship as our ancestors or whatever, to keep this system running. We already see that them people like that is extremely ungrateful. They got a bunch of money, and you know what I'm saying, they ain't finding no way to keep the world under control and built and stuff like that. So they just crying and screaming. So let's put this person and psyop them into one of our hospitals, you know what I'm saying? Or once they want to own too much and they think they too good, whatever, and they create their own situation where they can have their own type of, you know what I'm saying? And they just complaining. Let's put them into one of these situations where we can manipulate them into, you know, either looking crazy in entertainment, failing in business, you know what I'm saying, looking like, you know, you coming from the religious context in general, which is pretty much still worshiping their God because they taught you what that God mean, you know, having their education, and then, you know what I'm saying, with the politics and stuff like that. So that's how they kind of binding him up right now, and he don't even know it, you know what I'm saying, with this shit, you know what I'm saying. So
stay awake.
But yeah, this video is a threat, you know what I'm saying. So Kanye kind of took this as a threat, so that's why he was kind of speaking out about that shit back in 2020 and stuff.
For 3 nights waiting for the right opportunity to do whatever they have to do.
So when he coached health, he probably did go to college and stuff like that, and he's probably well versed into the health situations. But let's finish, bro.
We could give them modafinil and it would keep them alert. I did research on a drug called acetazolamide, which is for use at high altitude, so you don't get altitude sick.
Then let's have a conversation. But you ain't gonna send Harley Pasternak, Puff Daddy, Meek Mills,
Kim Kardashian, none of the usual suspects, and get me to stop talking. You're going to have to take my life. I don't care if you Black Mirror me. I don't care if you do some of the alternatives, what the thing was, show me talking, saying somebody and say, I don't care if you have me fucking a goat on camera. I don't care what you do. You're going to have, yeah. And by the way, and if you take my life, there's going to be some college kid, some young Ye, some young Pac that's going to even go harder. It's going to, y'all thought George Floyd was going to send it up. If you took my life right now, you're going to see something you never saw. So we might as well have a conversation.
And I spent 10 years in university. I did degrees in nutrition and exercise physiology. I went up to graduate school where I was a nutrition scientist for the military. I got recruited by the Department of National Defense, where I was an exercise and
Okay, so that's why folks tripping. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's okay. So it's starting to make sense, y'all. It's starting to make sense because I'm trying to see. I'm kind of doing this with y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of doing this with y'all. So, boom. So this man got a history of being a top celebrity trainer. So when you talk about celebrity trainers and they come and train you on set and stuff like that and all of that, they not just training you to like you're physically, you know, they training you mentally, you know what I'm saying? So they training you how to look at things. They're kind of seeing if you're up to speed with the motherfucking the culture that they trying to cultivate. You know what I'm saying? So they're doing more. Ain't no way he got one-on-one personal training with all of them. He kind of oversees these celebrities as behavioral-wise and nutritional-wise because he got the facts and he did the little Masonic shit when you go to college and stuff like that to kind of rock you out of sleep. But he wouldn't be saying he had ties to the military or whatever. Yeah, and they train your image, right? Sulada. So he got you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be saying, yeah, tied to him, so he knows something. So this is a very powerful Jewish person within that motherfucking world. And they don't even like to be into no extreme context like Kanye. They like to get money behind the scenes and do other things now, other types of ways of gaining power. So just because this nigga itself has, you know, put himself into a context of where he is the nigga for all these niggas and stuff like that, just let you know, like, you know what I'm saying, he into some different type of power. So, you know, when they're training you for these movies, you know, everything is imaginable. So they're kind of, he's a Mason, like he training you to how to see, how to feel, you know what I'm saying, how to keep your body good, you know what I'm saying, how to perform in that context or whatever, you know what I'm saying. And just like you heard, you know what I'm saying, when shit go too wrong and stuff like that, you may get drugged or whatever, which is basically just a psyop or whatever. But that's nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, for him to have all these clients and things, he's on set training you and kind of seeing how you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you plan out the Jewish world, they need it up to par. You get what I'm saying? And based upon him having that practicality and whatever, he know how they like to smile when I say smile, blink when I say blink, duck when I say duck, or you if you don't do this the right way, you won't have no type of say so within our world and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So now based upon them and him conditioning them, you know what I'm saying, a certain way, you know, that's because that's what it is. It's a certain conditioning, you know, for it to, for him to kind of be this broad into context of what, you know, is happening. But, yeah, so it get real tricky and stuff like that because now, you know, guess what? Your big homie, Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? He said that's his trainer, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people that is on this certain status likely have to be conditioned by this guy or someone like him or someone recommended to them. You can't just bring your own trainer and be the top person in the world. You You know what I'm saying? No, you have to know how to uphold the world. And obviously, this is one of the guys that either he may be a puppet to a certain extent, but because, you know what I'm saying, he is who he is, he wanted a gods in a world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's different types of situations, you know? But, and that's just, and let's take the spookism out of it, right? You know what I'm saying? If you had a business and you had somebody that knew how to run it or whatever, 9 times out of 10, if that person died, if you did an interview with 1,000 niggas, you gonna pick the one that was the most fashion of your best worker and stuff like that. So that's how he getting picked. You know what I'm saying? He one of the most fashions of the best worker and stuff. You get what I'm saying? So so that's what that is. You know, it's about upholding business and running the Jewish theology, you know what I'm saying, which is what they try to teach and fashion each one of these characters to be and condition each one of these characters to be. And the better you know how to participate within that business structure and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, with your celebrity and who you are, you know what I'm saying, the more you can go up the ladder and things, as long as you're promoting things that they need, you know, their alcohol, their businesses, they run, you know what I'm saying, their religions, their entertainment, their politics, all the shit that run the world. So, you know, we kind of getting deep into, you know, in this. And so, so this is, so I kind of get it a little bit. I'm kind of getting a little bit what Kanye is kind of on a complaining in about, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, you know, it's really just making it seem as if, you know, he has been unhappy with, you know, the relationships that he has, you know, in the industry, because he don't feel like it's not necessarily the way he's speaking is making it seem like it's not really the morality he kind of looking for, but he kind of in it. So it's kind of like a bittersweet situation because he has already kind of done things within that world, whatever. That's why he's mentioned fucking ago. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he did that, but, you know, obviously they kind of keep dirt on each other, you know what I'm saying, for some type of weird reason and stuff. That's kind of how we see him with Diddy and all of this shit, man. This is a crazy ass world when you kind of really like get into it, you know. But so yeah, obviously this nigga got plugged or whatever. This nigga's a celebrity trainer or whatever, and boom. Now get into the motherfucker video though. Like the only thing. So let's get back to some context, man, because we still this is a pretty interesting little situation we got going on here. It's a pretty little interesting situation we got going on in Hollywood, with especially all this other shit going on with Diddy and stuff. So let's.
A nigga I knew said I couldn't have an opinion or I wouldn't see my kids. Y'all know who y'all fucking playing with? This is a vessel of God. He gonna burn all your shit down. I swear. I knew these niggas is trying to make surviving gay, surviving this way. That's why I sent it up while I was still in the high schools. Bill Cosby couldn't do shit by the time they got him. R. Kelly couldn't do shit by the time they got him. That's why I had to send it up. Because the same niggas that made him rich, the same niggas doing the documentary. And fuck Cootie, fuck you, because everybody saw that third episode. That's what the whole shit was about. Me selling opioids. I'm not even bipolar and there's signs of autism from the accident. They're gonna hit me with a fucking
like I said,
medication, have us selling opioids for them. They made me.
So like I said, a Jewish context can be as simple as what he just said, selling opioids, right? Because essentially we go through things all the time, you know what I'm saying, high energy things or things, you know, throughout our life, but a lot of times how we are fashioned to kind of look at life, you know, be through what we observe as movies, you know what I'm saying, and movies trickle down to the imagination, and then when the imagination, comes into reality, okay, now you got the hospitals, now you got how that play out, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And now you in a situation where, okay, you might be in a situation where you might not even need no type of hard drug like that. But because you are fashioned within the way of this is how, they create things like depopulation control or psyop energy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because, like he said, he can drug him out of his mind and bring him to zombie land and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So Kanye kind of in a situation where he kind of scared to even go to the hospital, it seemed like, because this nigga is tied into them niggas. You know what I'm saying? He kind of tied into, based upon what he's saying, whatever this celebrity nigga is, he tied into this nigga. He tied into that shit. You know what I'm saying? He said he gonna get him admitted again. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like he kind of is being psyoped on a little bit because of just because of dude's power, dude's what he has admitted, what he has said, the evidence of the text, and yeah. So yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I think I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to go to the questions of like, why would somebody want to disturb somebody like Kanye? Well, let's say silence somebody like Kanye from that extreme. Well, obviously, you know what I'm saying? This is somebody that got power, that got money, this Harley dude, and everybody already say Kanye big-headed and things, and essentially this is just somebody that is just as plugged as Kanye, and he kind of believe into what he is as a celebrity Jewish person or whatever, and he willing to do something about it. He's been trained by the CIA a little bit, so he know a little bit, couple tactics, and he feel like he a bad boy. He don't feel you coming in. He like this art world and stuff like that as a Jew. You know what I'm saying? So it is. I get it. I'm starting to get it a little bit. I'm starting to get it. So he kind of believe he probably was a Kanye fan at one point. He was a Kanye fan, okay, until Kanye started making remarks, and his wife, you know what I'm saying, gave him an energy like he might be right or something like that, and he got jealous. I'm starting to get it. So this ain't nothing that serious like where people making it. It's just like some petty stuff, right?
Daddy, can you get a
Yeah, so this like, okay, I'm starting to get it. I'm just starting to get it, man. I'm starting to get it. So yeah, so this was like a fan. So he just he like, okay, I'm finna sun you, son. Like he on that type of side, type like militant, bald dude. Like, look at this cat, man. Look at this cat. Let me roast this cat, man. Let me roast this cat, dude. Hold on. Hold on. Boy, get your... He got every celebrity in the game. You know he got low self-esteem. He got every celebrity in the game. Who he trying to impress? Who is you trying to impress with all these celebrities? Oh, yeah, he's CIA for sure. This nigga CIA for sure. That nigga CIA for sure. Like, who you trying to impress, bro? You the feds, bro. I get it, Kanye. I ain't know. Okay, my bad. I may have things. So this nigga is a bully or whatever. So he just a bully. You know what I'm saying? And he got you admitted to the hospital. He jealous of you. He jealous of you. It ain't even nothing serious. Like, y'all love you. He love you for real. You know what I'm saying? But he think you should be, you know what I'm saying, doing what he doing to succeed. And you may cracked one of his girls or something like that. I get it. So it ain't no conspiracy like people making it is. It ain't no conspiracy. It's just a jealous person. You know what I'm saying? That want to prove whatever world that they into is right over the world that you into. But this where you going wrong and stuff like that because you utilizing their context and you thinking you know it better than them. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, man. So this whole thing is petty, bro. This ain't even news for real. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I thought I was trying to get on here, do like some CIA work. You know what I'm saying? Like really be like, oh man, this dude the Illuminati and stuff. Like, no, it ain't really even that. It's just two people that's jealous. It's just one person that's jealous of some dude that feel like this dude can be in a space where he got money and say whatever the fuck he want to and not suffer the repercussions of it. That don't really go no further than that. It's just that. It's just that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, because Kanye is whatever, just saying wild shit and things, you know, he not around a lot of people that, you know, really get him and trust him because he kind of halfway retarded a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He is in a space where, let me get this nigga off my page. This nigga do not got the sauce, bro. That nigga do not got the sauce, bro. That nigga don't got the sauce, bro. But yeah, so it's just a weird situation. So I get it though. I get it. So based upon let's set up a timeline. Let's set up a timeline. 2016, Kanye get the rant, he get admitted to the hospital, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta be allowed to get admitted to the hospital. Or whatever. Now, based upon Kanye getting allowed to get admitted to the hospital and whatever, he been around this trainer who he just mentioned. So the trainer is the nigga Harley or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So based upon Kanye going to the hospital, you know what I'm saying, and trusting him as his trainer and his health nutritionist and whatever, the dude is recommended to him, you know what I'm saying, for him to have the best information about what he should do about his health. And so if Kanye acting out a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and then, you know, having episodes of where, you know, he not necessarily playing in the field of what is needed to play into the field to have a successful business in Jewish life. No, Kanye being a little bit too reckless, whatever. So he has the health advisor, who is the CIA agent, kind of telling him, hey, you know, you need to calm down, you need to not do this, whatever, you need to take this thing, so you can have this type of performance. Kanye like, man, dude, fuck you, right? That's how Kanye comes. So Kanye like, man, fuck you, or whatever. And that is hurting that man's ego and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's hurting that man's ego. Because Kanye gonna be Kanye. I'm pretty sure y'all just saw Kanye in the room in front of a bunch of people telling them all to go fuck themselves and go buy him. So buy him because they not necessarily in the same fight as he's in. So you know what I'm saying? Now based upon that, and stuff like that. This dude that's recommended to him supposed to get him the health information that he needs. So, you know, he got admitted to the hospital. He did what he said. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that was the worst time of Kanye's life. He didn't like being addicted to the drugs and opioids or whatever. And he said that he had recommended him to take something else. He had him. He recommended him to take some other shit. He recommended him to take some other shit, like some shit like that he had to deny or whatever. This nigga not no threat though. He just a goofy. He just a goofy. He just a goofy that is that y'all finna make important and stuff like that. He kind of leech a little bit. He like, that's why he got all them celebrities on his page. Like, that's lame. Like that, you gotta be a lame. Like, you gotta be a lame a little bit. You gotta be a lame to have all them celebrities on your page. Like, why you got that many relationships? Unless you CIA or something. Okay.
Painting for Democratic candidates all over the country. You probably saw them, actors, singers, TikTok personalities, all doing their part for the Democratic Party.
We gotta make sure y'all on here. So this is, oh, I get it. It's some power shit. It's some power shit.
Democratic Party. You probably weren't surprised by this. It's normal. Pop culture figures always support Democrats. Every single one of them. But have you ever wondered why all of these supposedly creative people reach exactly the same conclusion every time? They're all on the same page. How could that happen? It's an interesting question. We don't know the answer, but you should consider what happened when one of the most famous singers in the world broke with the herd. On November 19th, 2016, a week and a half after Donald Trump won the presidential election, Kanye West, now known as Ye, held a concert in Sacramento. Most people in the audience were, of course, young people and presumably Hillary Clinton voters and presumably deeply disappointed by her loss a week and a half before. So in the middle of the show, West stopped performing and started talking about politics. Google lied to you, he said, by suggesting to its users that Hillary was going to win. Quote, Facebook lied to you. I'm not here to massage you with a fake truth telling you that Hillary's going to win over and over and over. You were lied to by Google. You were lied to by Mark Zuckerberg. Middle America, West continued, showed you how they felt. Well, at this point, some of the audience began to boo, but West kept going. He complimented Donald Trump repeatedly. At one point, he used the phrase, make America great again. It was, to put it mildly, not the kind of thing you normally hear at a rap concert.
Okay.
And then...
So like I said, dude is the health advisor, don't like his behavioral patterns. So that's why...
apparently suffered some kind of mental break. Pasternak called an ambulance to pick him up. West was taken away, and then he was sedated with at least 7 different psychiatric medications, including benzodiazepines, lithium, sleeping pills, and olanzapine. News reports suggested that West had experienced a profound psychiatric episode. He'd gone completely off the deep end. He'd gone crazy, and they've been saying that ever since. West, over time, though, told a very different story. In his telling, after what he'd said on stage in Sacramento, Harley Pasternak was trying to shut him up. Pasternak, he said, was not simply a trainer, but instead an agent of ideological control. Pasternak's job was to keep West from straying from the script, and he's willing to use powerful drugs to do it. That's what he said. But very few people took that claim seriously. In fact, it was exactly the kind of thing a crazy person would say. My trainer drugged me into submission. He's trying to make me into a zombie. Right. Sure he did. Have another olanzapine shot, Kanye. You look tired. So that's where the story stood until the other day. Nobody believed Kanye West. Then West posted something remarkable on Twitter, which for some reason virtually all of American media ignored, which is odd because media outlets are not usually in the business of ignoring remarkable things, but they did. And what he posted was a picture of a text exchange that he had had with Harley Pasternak. Pasternak was explaining that West had better stop saying, quote, crazy stuff. In other words, he'd better get back on script, or else he would be severely punished. Quote, second option, if you don't shut up, quote, I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you, and you go back to zombie land forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same, end quote. Try if you can to imagine a more sinister threat than that, a more chilling threat than that. Do what I say or I will turn your brain to mush. I will destroy your relationship with your own children. I will.
Okay, so yeah, so that's it. It's just a little petty conversation. So that's really it. You know what I'm saying? Just a little petty conversation because dude ain't liking how Kanye coming. You know what I'm saying? He ain't liking him being the billionaire guy on the block that his son do and tell him to shut the fuck up. And that's really it. And dude been admitted to the CIA. You know what I'm saying? He plugged in some way. So it's just battle of the egos, really. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they all meet it up. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as him being an agent, like some government agent, whatever, which he is, but it ain't playing out into the context like y'all think it is, where it's like, it's a situation where he's stalking Kanye or whatever. Whatever. They could very well end up in the same place. The whole thing and the point is that, you know what I'm saying? It's just battle of some goddamn egos. That's really it. Like I don't really think it's no further than that. Whatever. Kanye and his ego, and dude is in his ego. Kanye and his ego about his God or whatever, and dude and his ego about his God. And his God, the Jewish dude God, is the Jewish God. So the God that made the world in the movies and how it should be and how it should play out. Very narcissistic. You know what I'm saying? But if you can play them characters, that's like you having a position, right? At your job, your boss don't want to tell you to shut the fuck up and stuff like that sometimes in work and come out here and do that. But based upon them allowing themselves to be utilized as a vessel to the system and stuff like that, you know, they don't give a damn about you texting on your phone. But the moment that happens and they say something about it or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're going to look at them different, like, damn, man, like, I know you really don't kind of care about this, but you got to kind of play this character for the situation. And for the business can run right. So based upon dude being a Zionist and a Jewish person, you know what I'm saying, their business is in business. They create all the movies. You know what I'm saying? They create all the theology. They create all the science and shit like that. That's the Jewish run everything. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be a Jew in business, in entertainment, religion, politics tied somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a battle of they egos and they God. So his God is that God, the good world God and stuff like that. Kanye God is the God of the Christian God. You know what I'm saying? The God of whatever faith he got or whatever he trying to build. So essentially both of them wrong. Like it ain't really nobody fault, nobody over the other or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you got to go through extreme measures to prove somebody God is the best and stuff like that, all y'all should be. You know what I'm saying? Either you get to business and do it and things. And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? What Kanye is fighting, it ain't that more so. It's more so, you know what I'm saying? He need them, but it ain't like he acting like he need them and stuff like that. And they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Now we all need each other. So this is kind of when you get to equilibrium and then you kind of like piecing together the right information. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, this is a battle of the ego type shit. This is some battle of the ego type shit. It's just some battle of the ego type shit. Because, all right, so Kanye just had a freak episode. Like you know what I'm saying? So he think he finna be next Martin Luther King, whatever type shit. You know what I'm saying? But he needs to chill before he create him a situation like that for real. You know what I'm saying? This system up well and running, my boy. This system is well and running, my boy. So let's see what else he's crying about.
The face the bipolar. Okay, nigga, Big Pharma, where my royalties, nigga? Motherfucking drugs, you done sold off of the idea of Ye being bipolar.
Okay, so that the Harley Pasternak nigga is the nigga that's gonna subscribe, make sure that you have the right drugs or prescribe you the drugs as your celebrity medicationist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or that's the nigga that's gonna be around you that know how the top celebrities run, so they gonna know what you need to run at that level and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they talking about as MK Ultra, where you get blinded by the light. It ain't necessarily even probably a drug. It's just more so of a psyop. It's a more so a way of thinking and stuff like that. The more you go into the Jewish concept and you believe that Savior and that word is your God and stuff like that, you utilize your energy. So this is you selling your soul. So this is you taking a piece of you and making that system run and things. And you may be Michael Jackson in it, but you may get less like Michael Jackson. You may get hated. You may get ridiculed. You may get told what to do and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you just a character for one of their stages. So they need you to uphold the character. You know what I'm saying? The image, the health, you know what I'm saying? What you're doing. So this is why he's dealing with a health advisor. So this is, like I said, this is kind of a little psyop, though. It's a little psyop for sure. On a deeper level.
I don't say shit right now. Yeah. That's it. I think that pretty much wraps up. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Take that.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Come on.
They can make him sound crazy because he's black.
Nick, what you care about crazy? And by the way, we're not black. How about that? We're not black, nigga. We're Indian.
Yeah.
We're Native American.
Yeah.
See, you know what I'm saying? So Kanye running with narratives off of the line and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so anytime Kanye may feel less than or whatever, he like, man, we ain't got to feel less than these people. You know, we ain't got to feel less than these people or whatever. And honestly, they utilizing a lot of these narratives to control us. So, you know what I'm saying? We ain't black, we don't need to vote for, what's his name? We don't need to vote for Joe Biden. We need to vote Trump. You know what I'm saying? Even though he went against Trump in this stuff. So Kanye just kind of like trying to get out of certain things where, he may feel like a cookie cutter that could be more original to, what he may be trying to present as the norm and shit like that, where you might have to play a certain character in that world for everybody to be like you, to be like. But once you start playing a character that's more authentic to you, then that's when the agents come. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on.
Y'all grandmothers got Indian in your family.
Yeah. Period.
I'm Indian. Wait a second, but what happened to the Indians? We black? Show me black on the planet.
Because he's the master of left. He knows the fucking shit.
Why you sound crazy?
Why you sound crazy?
Nah, because you think I sound crazy.
No, you don't sound crazy. You sound fucking legit. You're talking true. You're talking true.
So, Kanye the nigga that's gonna come up in a party and start talking from his emotions and where his heart is at, where everybody else gonna be there for a bag. You know what I'm saying? He gonna speak about some shit, some uncomfortable conversations. He got that sun in Gemini and the moon in Pisces, so he gonna speak about the delusions of it and why everybody being fake or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Towards, what's going on mentally, you know what I'm saying, in our environment. And this is why this leader keep getting done like that, that leader keep getting, so that's the angle that he kind of coming from.
We're not black. Race was made up.
You're talking true.
Race is made up.
Yeah. Brown eyes.
Show me black on the planet. Show me black. Everybody else, they European. They all.
So this is why Jay-Z and stuff like that, because Kanye disturbed people when he come around. Like, people don't want to be around that type of person. You know what I'm saying? They thinking Kanye trying to be like a martyr, and everybody else like, man, shut the fuck up and get the bag and stuff like that. But Kanye trying to bring it to a more broader context about, you know what I'm saying, how that could be done in some other different type of way or whatever's going on in his mind.
Australian, they Chinese, they Japanese. Show me black on the planet. We marginalized as entertainers. I already seen the other side, nigga. I seen the factories.
So he like a little woke homie. Like, man, why does nigga gotta be disturbing the hoes and stuff? You gotta make us think and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of Kanye is. Even though he kind of retarded a little bit, but you know, that's the type of nigga he is.
I went up to head with these niggas, man. And I'm still alive. And I'm live for this moment to say this to y'all. As far as the Nicki Minaj shit, I don't care. Love for her husband, I met her, blah, 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 all this shit. I don't care. I made that girl rewrite her verse 3 times for Monster. I supported her career.
So it ain't no real friends. Like I said, he unfulfilled with the relationships. So the relationships in the industry, it ain't based upon genuality. It's based upon what y'all can make hot and come together on and do for the bag and do that. And whoever can shake the most hands and keep the people entertained and use that for whatever thing, you know what I'm saying, for whatever monetary gain they want, you know what I'm saying, even if it's leading their people off the path, then that is, you know what I'm saying, a person that can be considered doing right in the Jewish community and be prosperous and be with Harley Pasternak as a celebrity trainer. So the fact that Kanye isn't on to that, he don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it's kind of coming off.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is, the Jewish.
So this is real what they talking about in Illuminati wars. What y'all talk, you know what I'm saying, what y'all talking about. So it's more so it ain't nobody doing those blood sacrifices or witchcraft or nothing like that. It's more so, you know what I'm saying, situations of it having a system in the way it already runs, and you got to play one of these faces and characters, you know what I'm saying, to actually be successful in this business. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to sell alcohol. You got to know how to sell. The sun is a floating ball, and the sun ain't that. The sun is something you inside of. You can go watch that video on my YouTube too. So the sun is something you inside of. It's not something that's outside of you. You know what I'm saying? But so when you selling their products and stuff like that, that's when you can be a successful Mason or, you know what I'm saying, successful in the Jewish world in some way, because, you know, you essentially keeping people distracted. Now, Kanye is more so in the space of Jay, like, let's not be distracted a little bit. Let's talk about some of the hard conversations. So this is kind of where he kind of got grace at, you know what I'm saying, based upon him playing this character. But they also need characters like that, you know what I'm saying, but they just trying to see how can they kind of manipulate him and control him to kind of actually bend into doing something, like whether he harm himself or whether he piss off somebody that want to harm him. So that's the kind of situation he going through. It ain't really nothing too like, you know what I'm saying? Really, the government not bad people. Like, they want you to make up something too. Like, they not finna let you like go crazy on them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have something to bring something together, you know what I'm saying? And then you'll make them look guilty about what the fuck they talking about or how they do some shit like that. But let's finish.
People got in their head, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna get this fucking, or we just ain't gonna put shit out. What the fuck? Nah, Ty, I know you're gonna put some shit out. You know what I'm saying? The level, you said they cut out, they stopped famous ass rappers from going in. Motherfuckers didn't get permits tonight. Nicki Minaj didn't clear her verse. That's why I say ain't nobody with me. Because y'all just see that shit. Y'all see me not see my kids. Y'all see Nicki Minaj that clear the verse. Y'all see Adidas drop billions of dollars and shit. And no one says nothing. No one is outraged. No one is with. If you want to be.
The reason why they're not with you because of how you did it. You know what I'm saying? They're not with you because the way that you did it is you kind of did it for you too. And you probably did some things where you had to cut people off that were close to you, where you didn't have no overall real God concept where you could have helped them with the game. So, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of compensating for things that you already did in the past and stuff like that. But, you know, that's all really. So yeah, man, my son is crying and shit like that. Oh, and overall, this whole thing is some ego shit, really. So it ain't really none too much. You know what I'm saying? It's just people that it's a Jewish person with Jewish beliefs and things fighting a person that is into some Hebrew Israelite context into them type of beliefs. I honestly got videos on both of those. You know what I'm saying? Them type of contexts. And I don't really want to get into it. It's not that important. So, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully Kanye learns some knowledge of what Jewish context is. I've done videos about that already. So he can go watch those. You know what I'm saying? I think the title, his name in it. I'm not going to re-break that shit down. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then you can get out of that spookism. And once you get out of that spookism, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to live you will be able to live fully into your God concept. This shit, but man, this shit not worth breaking down all of these hours.